It's good to be with you again. As we continue to live in this time of isolation and sheltering at home, I'm beginning to identify some important lessons that we might want to take a hold of and hold on to while we're living in this time of pandemic. There is no doubt that these past weeks have brought about a change in all of our priorities. In so many ways, I believe our lives will never be the same. And so I want to briefly share with you 6 valuable lessons we are learning from this time. Lessons that I hope that you and I will continue with. And there's 6 altogether, so the first one is the power of sitting still. Our lives were literally put on pause as we were forced to work from home and not travel and just stay home as much as we possibly can. You and I have had no choice but to slow down. So once the lockdown is lifted, I believe we will see the value in living a quieter, more peaceful life. And then secondly, my friends and family mean everything to us. We knew that, but this has been renewed in so many of us. A lot of us are separated from our friends and family right now, and those connections that typically would feed our souls. Being connected to one another is critical to our emotional and mental well-being. And so once we are able to be together again, I imagine we will reach out and take care of one another a little bit better than we did before. I think we'll be less inclined to take one another for granted. And then thirdly, nature is thriving in the midst of the shutdown. While it feels like the world stopped, nature remains constant. Nature never stops. And the sad truth is that less human activity has meant that nature has been able to thrive in ways that most of us haven't seen in our lifetime. I believe humans will make a renewed relationship with nature, and just hopefully this might help bring a big environmental change. And then fourthly, our material things seem less important to us. Our priorities have changed. We find that purchasing more things is not going to help us feel safe or healthier or keep us from the threat of this virus. In fact, so many people have told me they are realizing with how little they can really live to be really truly happy. And then fifthly, our health is really important to us. I think we are not taking our health for granted right now. I'm hearing people are eating better. They're cooking together, eating really freshly cooked meals, and doing things to keep their body strong and healthy. And then finally, number 6, I find, is that essential workers are really the heroes. When I say essential workers, I'm talking about people like healthcare workers, delivery drivers, bus drivers, and those who work in the grocery stores and in food distribution. These are the people who are keeping everything going and right now risking their health and safety every day to do it. So when the pandemic eases and we start to feel some sense of normalcy, whatever that means, I hope that we will continue to hold the essential workers in high esteem and not take them for granted ever again. Those are just 6 things that I can come up with. The list goes on and on and on of those many lessons that I believe we are learning. I think our priorities have changed, and I hope that they continue to stay that way. And I hope that you and I can learn to live in a new way. Ways that preserve nature, that bring more stillness into our lives. and that we will never ever take people for granted again, or our health and our safety for granted again. On this Wednesday, I'm closing. I want to pray with you a psalm that is assigned to this coming Sunday's lectionary text. It is from Psalm 66, verses 8 through 20. And again, I'm reading from Psalms for Praying by Nancy Merrill. Listen with me to what the Spirit is saying to the church. Bless the beloved heart of our hearts. Let the sound of our praises be heard. You keep us attuned to life, and you guide our feet on solid ground. For you, O love, have tested us. You have tried us as silver is tried. You have allowed us to fall into the net. You have watched us reap all that we have sown. We went through fire and through water. Yet you have brought us through our pain and into your dwelling place. I enter your house with gifts. I commend my soul into your keeping. All that my lips uttered and my mouth promised when I was in trouble and pain, I offer up to you. I abandon myself into your hands. Come and hear, all you who reverence the Most High, and I shall tell what the Beloved has done for me. I cried aloud to the silent watcher of my life. From my tongue came forth words of praise. Had I cherished greed and power, I would have separated myself from love. The voice of my prayer was heard. Blessed be the holy name of the Beloved, loving companion presence, who has embraced me and renewed me. Amen. We'll see you again soon, my friends. Take really gentle care of yourselves and of one another.